Hello, everybody. This is Tom LaGreca, Executive Director of Medical Revenue Recovery at Callagy Law. And we are here today with our illustrious trusted advisor team, otherwise known as TAs. For many of you who are our clients out there, you will know their faces and or their names, and you will be familiar with what they do for you guys. This is our team of personnel that goes out to the provider locations and assists the providers with their AR, with identifying claims that are worth pursuing in PIP, workers' comp, and commercial insurance. So we're here to talk a little bit today about the current state of affairs and what those affairs might look like for medical providers today, as well as a few months from now, when hopefully we are back to some sort of state of normal. Okay, so one of the things that occurred to us, as everybody knows out there, many medical providers are either shut down or are not conducting much by way of medical treatment. People are not driving, so fortunately there are no automobile accidents, or many fewer automobile accidents, which in ways is a good thing, of course. But it also means there's a reduction in medical treatment growing out of those automobile accidents. People are also not going to work, so there are fewer workplace injuries, which of course is also good, but it also means a diminution in medical treatment in that space. Elective surgeries are on hold, so there are whole segments of medical treatment that are simply stalled at the moment. So what a lot of medical providers are going through right now is a scary thing, because there is a lack of medical treatment. Now, we at Callagy Law, who are in the business of helping medical providers recover in all of the spaces I just mentioned, we're still busy because we have either remote access to some providers, or there are backlogs of files that we've had and have been processing and continue to process. But 3 or 4 months from now, we will feel the effects of all of the diminished medical treatment that is taking place today. 3 or 4 months from now, there will be very few PIP files that'll come into the office, very few workers' comp files, very few elective surgery files. So what medical providers are experiencing now, we're probably going to experience in 3 or 4 months, and presumably in 3 or 4 months, the medical community will be back in business and probably will be very, very busy. As Joanne Hart had mentioned earlier, the surgery centers are probably going to be extremely busy come 3 or 4 months from now, when everything is back in full swing, hopefully. So how do we marry together the two situations we'll find ourselves in a little while? So in 3 or 4 months, presumably Callagy's TA team will be looking for files, and there won't be many to find because there's no medical treatment being conducted today. And the medical community is going to be looking for dollars wherever they can find them to help make up for all of this diminished medical treatment they're experiencing now. So how do we marry those two things together, and what's the solution? Well, we think the solution is the 6-year review that we conduct for medical providers all the time. And if you haven't had us conduct that review for you, you should think long and hard and have us do that as soon as the world opens up again and our TA team is back out there in full swing with what we like to do best, and that is find money for medical providers. So I am going to turn it over to the TA team to talk about some of those specifics, but let me just say, if you haven't had us do a 6-year review, you really should, because now is the time to look deeply into your AR. We go back 6 years for a couple of reasons. It's the workers' comp statute of limitations. It's also the New York PIP statute of limitations. The New Jersey PIP statute of limitations is shorter than that, but as we move current in our 6-year review, we also start to look at the PIP, and we also start to look at the commercial insurance claims. So having said all that, I want to turn it over to Carolina who is the supervisor of our TA team. And then she will turn it to the rest of the team to perhaps talk about specifics, talk about some of the 6-year reviews they have done and the positive impacts those have had. So Carolina, take it away.
Well, first I would like to say hello to all our medical providers and those providers that are watching this video that are not our clients yet. I hope that you and your families are all well and safe. So to pick it up from where Tom left it, I want to say that yes, we are more than happy to help you in any way, shape, or form that we can. Doing a 6-year review would be obviously the most effective way. Right now, obviously, we can't go to providers' offices, but we are willing to do remote access as long as it's okay with you. We have a fabulous team that will go back to do this review for the 6 years. So any way, shape, or form that we could help you, please let us know. We will review EOBs, we will review AR lists, we will work with you if you want to set up a phone call and just sit there and go through EOBs, the ledgers, account by account, however it would benefit you. So please don't hesitate to reach out to our TAs. If you're our clients, you have been assigned a TA, so you do have an email. And if you're not a client and you would like to set up, you could give us a call. Our phone number is 201-261-1700. And we will be more than happy to start this review. I know that a lot of providers right now are hurting for money. There's no scheduled surgeries or any consultations going on. And like Tom said, because there's nobody driving, there's no car accidents. So any way that we could help, please don't hesitate to call us. And I'm going to turn it over to Joanne.
Hi, good morning, everybody. I hope everyone, again, is same like Carolina said, that everyone's doing well and safe. Our thoughts and prayers are with everybody during this crisis, whether it's affected you personally or just for the impact that it's had on your practice or your centers. In the 11 years I've been with Callagy, I've done dozens and dozens of 6-year reviews. So we're, again, very well versed in what we need to help you, to help collect money for you. I have one surgery center I'm thinking of in particular that has about 6 locations, and in under a half a year, we've already collected over $1 million for them. So again, that's a bigger, that might be bigger practices with higher balances. But again, even down to a small file, especially on the workers' comp end, there's so much room for us to collect more for you, and we really want to help you. So the most opportune way is to have access to your daily deposits or your explanation of benefits. But again, as Carolina said, if it's a report, access to your system, we're here to help, and please reach out to us. It would be silly not to. Thank you. I'm going to hand it over to Raji.
Thanks, Joanne. Joanne pretty much touched upon the overall value that workers' comp truly brings. And a lot of people focus on the high dollar amounts and the high dollar claims, but I just want to let everyone know that every claim matters. So even the small claims, the low dollar claims that you might not think is fruitful for us to pursue, please send the EOB over and let us just take a look at it. 9 times out of 10, I'm sure there's something we can collect on it. Just by an example, I actually had a surgery center, much smaller, in New Jersey, where I did a 6-year review, and basically in a week, I just reviewed EOBs. And within that week, I was able to identify about 90 claims in workers' compensation alone, and we collected close to $150,000 in a month and a half for that client. So obviously it was money that they either wrote off or, it thought that was what was supposed to get paid out. After our review, they were completely surprised. They were astonished that there was more to collect. So just because you think a claim is too small or might be too small, let us take a look at it. I'm sure there's something we can collect there. And just, let us get the opportunity to look at your AR and, let us help you.
Okay, Agnes or Maritza or Christina, you guys want to add something?
Hey,
Well,
yes.
oh, go Agnes.
Hey, yes, definitely. Even if you're not a small surgery center, if you're a chiro or a pain management, there is also money to be collected too. We do the 6-year review. I have a client and they didn't have a 6-year review. They did have almost 2 years, but they were very satisfied with the work that we did and we collected with them with the short amount of time that I had. And they're overall to give us the claim. So anything you have there, even up to now, we'll definitely review. Chris?
Yeah. No, like Raji said, we're here to help you, and you could email us or give us a call. We'll try our best to help you to figure out different ways. If we haven't done a 6-year review with us, figure out different ways to help you. We could do a status report or through EOBs. So just, give us a call or email us. We're here for you guys.
Good
morning, everyone.
Go ahead.
Yes, can you hear me? Sorry. Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone is safe. Many blessings to you all. As everyone stated on the 6-year review, please just know that we are here for you guys, and remote access, if you guys can, is very critical. We can help you through remote. You can send over EOBs. Anything that we can do for you guys, we are here. You are not alone. And many blessings to all.
Thank you, guys.
I want to add that a lot of us have eFax. So if you're not, if you don't have access to, sending us something via email, and the easiest way for you to do it is through fax, just know that we have eFax, so it comes directly straight to our email. So I also want to put that other source out there. You could fax, email it, put it in. We could also do like a secure FTP. We do Dropbox. Whatever way you feel comfortable sending us the AR reports, EOBs, or giving us the access to your system.
Yeah, and let me add something, because I remember it was one of my hospital clients years ago, and they finally, we had been pulling PIP, and then they gave us the green light to pursue workers' comp, and they were just totally and utterly shocked at, I think it was a matter of maybe like 4 or 5 months, because once those claims were hitting our system, the settlements for a whole bunch of them would come very, very quickly. So probably within 4 or 5 months, we collected well over $1 million for them, and they were just shocked because they thought they had a really good process. And this brings me to another interesting point, and you guys have probably experienced this, and if you have, acknowledge it. But a lot of times, some of the administrative personnel will view us as not as a threat, but as kind of an annoyance in some way, because they think, or some of them might think, that if we find money, it's a poor reflection on them because they didn't get that money, they didn't collect that money. And that's really the wrong way to look at it, because it really is win-win all around, because we're a law firm. So a typical billing and collections group, and the typical collections personnel, they're not lawyers, so they don't have the natural clout and leverage that the law firm's going to have. So you can be very aggressive in your collection efforts and really do a phenomenal job, but that doesn't mean there's still not money there. There definitely will be money there, because we're the last leg of that battle. You need a good and competent biller. You need a good and aggressive collection effort. And then you need, when those collection efforts hit a brick wall, you need the legal leverage to say, okay, now I'm going to arbitrate. Now I'm going to litigate because there's still more money here. And that's where we come in. So never look at it as if we find things, it's a reflection on you not doing your job well. It is not that at all. So you guys win, we win. It's found money for the most part, and it's taking out of the insurance carrier's pockets the money that you are entitled to, not them. That's what's going on here. So don't let them keep money you're entitled to, and that's the real deal.
Yeah.
So
Totally.
okay, anybody else want to add anything? Well, let me just say in closing that you guys do a phenomenal job. You've heard me say it a gazillion times. And our medical provider clients just love the job you guys do. So just keep it up. I want to thank all of you for not just what you do, but for being on this video today. And I want to thank Krista for making the video happen and being in the studio booth, so to speak, taking care of all the technical components. And other than that, everybody have a great day and stay safe. And let's go get it.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.